Good morning. The presentation or exploration um, is going to be nostalgic. I have just completed an exquisite visit to my eldest son. You know, one would think this would be John walking down the center of a street in Beacon Hill. On Thursday of this week, it will be 80 degrees. Very soon thereafter, the scene could be something similar to this. And one would hope to find a cozy place for soup, a good sandwich, or just a gathering with friends. But the Back Bay of Boston, color, vigor, splendor, it is rich in culture, rich in coffee shops, bake shops, anything that you would all the colors of the rainbow, the vibrant energy of the Back Bay is filled with students and learning and architecture. Follow me here, please. Again, why we plan, why we spend. Right after I'm done with this, I'm going to go visit the School of Architecture. There's a great lobby where the minds of the world have been filled with the great architects who are now building out grand estates all over the world. So here we go. And I'm happy to join you in this journey. So Newbury Street, that's where I'm staying. And it is filled, as I said, with students and shopping and dining and coffee, and lively is the word. So if you haven't been here, I would say come at certain times of year, probably more busy than other. Right now, October, November, uh, exams are all around. I've heard a flutter of students talk about preparing for exams, going back and home for the holidays, and then maybe going home for a while, but learning is at its peak. And I, of course, adore that. So it's an academic culture here where people are learning, but they're also enjoying the Charles River. But it's filled and there's energy and there's life, and real estate is at its prime. Probably mid price for real estate is 1.2. Low is 800, even though we're only talking about a one-bedroom condo. So another reason, start early in your 20s, start saving. Do it, do it, do it, and don't stop. It's so important. So for me, it's always getting up early, taking a wonderful shower, and finding the best coffee shop. For me today, I found a great place called Thinking Cup. You can pretty much buy just about anything. There are other um, complex coffee shops, simple coffee shops that have food and cozy atmospheres at its best. You can come back to me and tell me what is your finest. So you can walk not far to an area called Beacon Hill, cobblestone streets, gas lamps. You can find a coffee shop there called Tate's, and charming homes. You could probably live in one of these for your whole life. Very much reminds me of Georgetown in DC. But there's distinctive red brick. Um, and as you can see, they've left alone the green in the middle of the stone in the street. The architectural design is quite distinctive and quite on its own, but lovely. Upscale shopping, if you love that. I'm more attracted to the architecture, but I love it when I see upscale shopping and many cultural attractions. It is it is all over the place. So if you're looking for iconic landmarks, Newbury Street is where it's at. The Boston Public Library is very nearby. My son was saying, Mom, did you make your way to the library? And possibly today, before I leave, I will do that. And probably not far from where I'm staying. as is the Trinity Church. So another thing that I should visit before I leave town. Architecture is the art of how to waste a space. Well, very interestingly stated, but those of us who love architecture, maybe we can transform that phrase into something else. Here is the Boston School of Architecture, where I hope to visit within the next hour, producing some of the most influential architects, designers, and urban planners who've left an indelible mark on the city's iconic skyline. You know, my cousin and his wife have taken some of the oldest buildings in this area and transformed them into restaurants and bars. So that in and of itself is architecture. The Charles River, I walked that yesterday and the day before. I used to be on the rowing team at Georgetown, but if you look out onto the Charles any hour of the day or night, there is life and people. 2 days ago, unfortunately, quite a few boats had overturned because the wind was so brisk. Why my son, who is a green and not quite yet a red, cannot go out on days like that. Back to coffee. My favorite is at the very top. It's that dear old latte filled with milk. Bravo, bravo. So let's look at a timeline. The Back Bay area is identified as a tidal marsh, occupying a vast area of shallow water and mud flats back in the 1820s. 1857, the state of Massachusetts authorized the filling of the Back Bay, initiating a major land reclamation project. Amazing. In 66, gosh, Forsyth, the first residential neighborhood in the Back Bay is developed with the construction of stately brownstones. Again, always look forward, always look forward. Iconic Trinity Church is completed, becoming a centerpiece of the emerging Back Bay. 1900, construction of the Boston Public Library Central Branch is completed. And then, of course, 1910, the Heinz Convention Center, a major landmark. Again, think ahead, think ahead. Isabel Stewart Gardner was a prominent American art collector and philanthropist who lived in the Back Bay neighborhood, known for her vast collection of European art and establishing the Isabel Stewart Gardner Museum, which houses her personal collection. So other Boston neighborhoods, the average home price here is $1,200,000. Average commute time, 25 minutes. Walkability is exceptional. And green space per capita, well, a lot less than my farm in Lake County, but it certainly is gorgeous and amazing. And so the business and the foresight continues, and the business district is a thriving commercial hub. And the people who stay here, emerge here, and continue to grow here are very, very much appreciated. I stayed at the Newbury Guest House. Charming, personalized, and quiet and clean and exceptional. We ate some of the finest places. I had my coffees at Tate's, and the other places we ate at Joe's. Amazing. And the food was fresh and exquisite. Culturally, we can stretch out and go just about anywhere. And the transformation is breathtaking. So I love it. I love looking at all the people that have volunteered and been part of the organizational spirit. So bravo to Boston. Bravo to being just a hop, skip, and a jump from Camden, Maine, and another hop, skip, and a jump from Bergen County, New Jersey. Get out on the Charles River, stretch out your wings, and really enjoy every moment of this amazing life. Have a lovely day. Thank you.